All right, speaking of documentaries, I can't wait until 20 years from now when we all get to see the behind-the-scenes footage, take a look at the Kevin Durant Nets. And today, KD spoke to reporters at practice, and our Nick Friedel asked him about building team chemistry. Take a listen to this.
You've obviously played on title teams, you played on great teams. How confident are you that this group can build the camaraderie that it needs to reach that level?
Well, we mean camaraderie.
Everybody being on the same page.
I mean, we're always on the same page, I think.
You think at the end of last year, you guys were on the same page?
Yeah, we have our whole team.
Some guys were hurt.
Did we have our whole team in the playoffs? Did we have our whole team towards the end of this, like after All-Star break? So it's kind of hard to build camaraderie when you don't have guys playing. If you compare us to the great teams in the league, we've been together for 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying? So we got thrown together the last 2 years, 3 years. This is also a new iteration of the Nets as well.
All right, Chiney, so is it as simple as they are now healthy? If they can stay healthy, they're going to be able to go all the way?
Absolutely. But I would like to, reframe what KD is trying to say. I think he's saying that anyone that's on the court, we're always working to be on the same page. There are circumstances where certain players were not on the court, and maybe that's where we had differences. But when it comes to the job, we're always going to say, at least externally, and work towards being on the same page. Even though I hope there's a little bit more best friendship where Nick and KD can build.
He's already got a best friend in Kyrie. You can't have more than one best friend. It's like, I have you, so do I need Zach? Just kidding, Zach. What do you make of the Kevin Durant sound?
I don't make much of anything that is going to be said to reporters in Nets camp. I don't make much of anything at all until not only they play as a basketball team, but when they hit their first bump of adversity. That's what I want to see what happens to this team. Because you just can't wish away the trade request. You can't wish away the chaos of last year. You can't wish that away. That stuff's out. It's open. The Steve Nash ultimatum, all of it. It doesn't go away. And so let's see what happens when the games start. On paper, the team should be really good, could be really good. We'll see what happens when the games start. And I'm just going to end with a plea. Can we please, we talk about the Nets every day. Can we please talk about the Bucks once? The Milwaukee Bucks are just sitting over in Milwaukee with their feet up on the table like, oh, you guys have your nice little drama, your trade requests, your coaching crises.
They don't want to be
we'll just be over here. Nobody talks about us.
They love
we
that.
only have the best player in the entire world.
Who said that Steph
so let's
Curry
talk
is
about
the
the
best
Bucks
player?
on Monday.
Wait, hang on. But Giannis Antetokounmpo was on our show last week, just a couple of days ago. But I'm going to get out of your way here, Zach. What is the most important thing that everyone needs to know about the Milwaukee Bucks headed into this season, other than the fact that they're headed to Abu Dhabi for the preseason?
That they're awesome. They took the Celtics to 7 games without Chris Middleton, who's going to be back hopefully early in the season. If they have their big three, they have a decent amount of depth. They have continuity. Everyone's coming back. They're going to get full seasons out of guys that barely played or had partial seasons last year. I just think Giannis is coming for everybody this year. He's coming for everybody. He showed it in that Boston series where he had to play without the second or third best player on the team, depending on how you conceive of Middleton. I just think, we talk about all these teams and drama and drama and drama. The championship favorites might just be sitting there in Milwaukee saying, hey, hi, we're over here. So that's all.
But, Zach, these are things we already know. We know Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player, even though he said Steph Curry is. And I think that's more mindset for him to always be, the hunter and not the hunted.
Yeah.
And so we know the Bucks can win a championship this year, especially with Middleton back. We got to talk about things we don't know. And guess who is all about that situation? That's the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's what we're going to do. How about this? We are going to work on an entire segment for you for early next week on the Milwaukee Bucks. You can lead it, you can host it, you can analyze it. We can just have 3 Zachs in a box all about the Milwaukee Bucks. That is coming next week.
Let's
Zach
get Giannis back. Tell Giannis. Let's get Giannis on.
Again, we already had Giannis on. We're going to have him on again just for you, Zach. And you know what else we're going to do?
Oh, there's a Zach in a box.
There's Zach in a box just for you. You happy now, Zach? You and the Milwaukee Bucks. I love it.
Oh, Zach and the Bucks.
The Bucks are awesome.
Oh, love it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.